Hey, how's everyone doing? I wanted to stop in and make a video today. I actually wanted to do it last week, but I just got really swamped and never made it to make the video. But today's video is about making sure that you have a plan, making sure that you always have a backup plan. And what I mean by this is, when you're put in a situation where you are at a job or something, and in that particular position, you have, a lot of competition, or you have a boss that doesn't like you, or you feel like what you're doing is not really what you want to do, so you're finding that it's really hard for you to pay attention and progress in the position because you really don't like what you're doing. In those types of situations, I think it's very important for people to always have a backup plan. Don't just stay stuck where you are and not do anything about it. You should always have a backup plan. And I've always been the type of person, no matter what I did, or any situations that I've gone through in life, I've learned that it's very important to always have a backup plan. So if you're out of money, you got a backup credit card. You got some money stashed somewhere. If your car breaks down, you made sure that where you live at, you can travel on the bus or on the subway. So about maybe like a week and a half ago, a young dude had come downstairs, to my office and was talking to one of the other young dudes at my job. And he was basically telling them that in his department they don't treat him right, and that he often has to complain about them. And it has gotten to the point where he finally decided to take it to HR and threatened to make it a legal matter. And at first, I really did want to say something to this young man and help guide him. But unfortunately, in a management position, I found that you can't really warn people who are not on the same level as you are, because a lot of times what they do is they take back what you've told them to someone else, or they get upset with you in some kind of way. I don't know if it's like she thinks she better than me or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It just never makes sense to me. So it's really hard for me to give advice to people at work, especially if they're not on the same level as I am when it comes to title. But I felt bad for him, because I felt like he really, even though he was very smart, he's a very smart dude, and he's very young. He's a young guy, and he's making really good money in the field that he's in. And I would hate to see him get let go because he talked to the wrong person and said the wrong things to this particular person. But for me, it was like, if you're intelligent, you're already making good money, you're educated, you need to have a backup plan, especially if this has been happening to you for 2 years. You should have started planning for an exit, or just in case they let you go for whatever reason, because you already have proof that the people in that department don't like you and will set you up at any moment. You should be planning an exit strategy. You should be educating yourself even more, getting a certification in other things. And people think that it's really hard. But now you got programs out there like Coursera, edx.edu, and so many other free programs that you can get into and teach yourself. I just finished taking a SQL class for free on Code Academy. And if I want to escalate it, I could either decide to pay $19.99 a month and then get a certification in it, or I could just take the information I have now and just expand on it. And since it was a beginner's course, I bought me a little training book that I'm going to continue to look through and get better. And then I found a bunch of free training programs online that I could get all kinds of advice on different portals from people who study this. So you can't make the excuse that you don't have an education, because there's too many free programs out there for you to learn how to do other things. And not to mention that there are certification programs that you can get into in the healthcare industry, in the biotech industry, in all kinds of other fields that'll take you 6 months to a year to finish, and you'll be done. Always have your exit plan. And that's something that I think that we do not teach our children as black folk. Not always have an exit plan. Always make sure that you have another way to make money, to get a job, to support yourself. It's very important. It's survival of the fittest in this place. And as black folk, you know, we be the first one to go a lot of times, or they'll promote people over you and leave you sitting there, even though you know how to do the job way better than everybody else. They'll promote people over you. You have to have a plan to better yourself all the time. To even if you want to start your own business, invest in yourself. Find what you need to make it in this world, to support yourself. And don't sleep on it. Don't sit there and be scared, because you're already scared in the position you're in, because you're scared someone that you work for who you're making rich is going to let you go, or you're going to have to deal with harassment and all kinds of stuff. And it's too much going on the internet and on this planet right now for you to have to deal with that. Make an exit plan right now. Make some kind of strategy so you can make that extra money if anything ever happens to you. And that's what I just really wanted to share that with you guys, because it's just, things have been going on. I've been watching. I got a lot of change going on at my job, and I can see, I've been doing this for a long time, so I see the change coming. I'm an older woman. We see it. All the young people scared. We already know what's going to happen. The older folk just looking at the young folk like, we know what's coming, but we can't tell you. Why? Because you'll run around and tell everybody else and get us fired. It was nice talking to you guys, and I really hope that these points that I made came across strong and can help push someone into looking or planning better, or creating a new career path. And it doesn't make a difference how old you are. You can start 45, 50, 65. You can start. Have a good evening, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.